I'm Catherine and welcome to my channel, or welcome back if this is a return visit. I'm so glad to have you here. I'm continuing with my series of Shop My Stash. So if you didn't watch last month, and of course you can always go back and watch that video, but in August I decided to start a Shop My Stash series. And so last month when I did it, I just had the basket and I had already picked the products and I went through the products with all of you. But many of you asked to actually see me picking the products out of the shelves and out of my collection. So I filmed that separately from what I'm filming right now. And I'm gonna go ahead and go to that and then let you see me shop my stash, and then I will come back for a recap on this video. Okay, so it is time for Shop My Stash. Many of you wanted to see me actually shopping in my own collection. So I am going to do that. Here is my handy dandy shopping basket that I got from Amazon. I can link it if you guys are interested, and let's go ahead and shop. So I'm going to start off. My top drawers are concealers and primers and correctors. So I think for my concealer, this whole side of drawers is all high-end products. So I'm going to go ahead and pick a concealer. I'm going to use this Jouer. This is the high coverage concealer from Jouer. I have used this a little bit and I would like to try it out a little bit more. It is very, very high coverage and you need very little. And I'm trying to find more concealers where I only need a little bit. That's going to be my high-end concealer. Next, I am going to go back to using this NARS corrector. I really do like this. This is an excellent product. And for my eyeshadow primer, I'm going to go back to my good old MAC Painterly. I love this. It's a great base. For a primer to focus on, I have not used this NARS, if it will focus. I have not used much of this NARS Radiance Primer, and it actually has an SPF of 35. I'm going to try that one. Okay, so let's go next door to drugstore. Drugstore, for my drugstore concealer, I want to use this Maybelline Superstay. It's also full coverage, and kind of compare it to that Jouer. And so that will be my concealer. For my corrector, I think I'm going to go and try this NYX Conceal, Correct, and Contour. I haven't used this in a while, and I might play with this a little bit this month. And for my eyeshadow base, I'm going to use this Catrice Eye Foundation. It's a waterproof eyeshadow primer in Pearly. So we're going to try that. The next drawer down is powder. So for my high-end powder, I am going to use, I'm going to use my Urban Decay. This is actually a powder foundation too, but I love this powder. It's really nice. I want to use more of that. And then let's go next door. And I think I want to use this NYX to kind of compare. This is the Can't Stop, Won't Stop matte powder. Moving on down to bronzer. Let's see. You know what? I really love this Thrive Cosmetics. I've talked about it before, but I'm going to go ahead and pull that for my high-end bronzer. And I think I'll use this for contour stick. I'm not going to pull as many bronzer products, but I'm going to pull this. I am going to pull this M Cosmetics because I just got it. I think I just got bronzer everywhere. I did. For some contour. So I'm going to use that. I just made a mess with it. For drugstore bronzer, I'm thinking about pulling my Maybelline City Bronzer. I haven't used this in a while, and I'd really like to use it, and I've liked it a lot in the past. Okay, blush. This drawer is crazy. So it's just, it is what it is. Okay, for my blush this month, I think I'm going to use this NARS Bumpy Ride, which is just a nice, it does have some sparkly shade to it, but I think that will be really pretty. So I'm going to pull that for my high-end blush. And for my drugstore blush, I am thinking, I actually have been wanting to pull this Catrice Mosaic blush. It's really pretty. I'm gonna pull this one this month. Let's go to highlighter. For high-end highlighter, I think I'm going to use this Bare Minerals. This is in the shade Free. I think that'll be pretty. For my drugstore highlight, I'm going to use this Milani. This is the Baked Highlighter in Dolce Perla. Foundation. Okay, so for foundation, I actually wanted to use this LYS foundation. This is their Triple Fix Serum Foundation. I haven't used this very much, and I really want to give it a nice try. I have liked it, but I'd like to give you all a nice review on this. So that is my high-end foundation. For my drugstore foundation, I want to pull this Wet n Wild Dewy, Photo Focus Dewy foundation. I haven't used this in a while, and I love this foundation. For a cream eyeshadow product, I am thinking about using this Sigma eyeshadow base primer, and this is in the shade Bubbly. And I did want to pick a different eyeliner. I am thinking this navy shade is really pretty. I have this in the Clinique, the quick liner for eyes. I might pull that, something kind of different. And then for a high-end palette, I have been wanting to pull my Natasha Denona Glam palette. I just haven't worked with this that much, and it's just so pretty, and I want to do a little bit more with it. So I think I'm going to pull that as my high-end palette. Now going over to drugstore. For my drugstore creamy product, I pulled these out the other day, and I think I want to use my Brilliant Eyes by L'Oreal, and I have the shade Rose Gem. So I'm going to pull that. I think that'll be pretty with the NARS blush. Eyeliner. Don't know if there's a specific eyeliner I want to pull here. I think I might pull this Pixie eyeliner. This is the Endless Silky Eye Pen. This is kind of a bronzy shade, so we'll pull that. For my drugstore palette, I am thinking, for my drugstore palette, I think I'm going to pull this e.l.f. Opposites Attract. I love the new Classics palette, but this has some really interesting shades in it too, so I think I'm going to try this for my drugstore palette. Okay, so that is my Shop My Stash. As you can see, everything is right there. So here's my Shop My Stash for September of 2021. I will be having a Get Ready With Me high-end and a Get Ready With Me drugstore, so be on the lookout for that. Okay, so you have seen me shop my stash for September 2021. These are the products. I am going to be removing the products from my little desk shelving organizer, which I will have linked down below. Many of you asked for that. And I will be doing a high-end and a drugstore Get Ready With Me. I'm gonna swap off whether I do it on YouTube or whether I do it on Instagram, on IGTV. Last month I did high-end on YouTube and I did drugstore on IGTV, so I'm gonna swap that for this month. So I'll be doing a drugstore Get Ready With Me with my stash and then high-end over on IGTV. And again, I am really enjoying this process because it's allowing me to do more thorough reviews of products. Check out my video where I do kind of a recap and a review of my August Shop My Stash. That will give you an idea of what products really stood out for me in the month of August. And I will also tell you some products that I realized were fails and I'm going to declutter them. So watch that video if you are interested in seeing what my thoughts were on those particular items. And like I said, I'm excited. I've got my stash here, and once I do that review video, then I'm going to go ahead and swap out and put my new products in the drawers. Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're enjoying this, and let me know if any of these products are in your stash and if you need to pull them out with me, and let me know how you are enjoying using them. Again, thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you in my next video.